Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Slick Rick with the Not So Slick Opinion. And right now, I am going to. It's pretty different for me, but I am going to list my 10, not my top 10, but just my 10 favorite movies, sports fictional movies that I could watch over and over and over again. So, with that being said, if you could recognize these guys right here, the movie Basketball. So, I first watched Basketball when I want to say I was like 13. I saw it when I was 10, but I didn't understand it until I was 13. Watched it again. I loved it from 13. Watched it more than twice a week when I started understanding it. So, uh, funny guys, if you don't know, creators of South Park, they do all the voices and everything. It's just a trip. But Basketball, one of my favorite movies to watch. I try to watch it whenever it's on TV, or I'm not sure if they had it on Netflix or whatnot, but yeah, one of my favorite movies. My next favorite is Dodgeball. Now, Vince Vaughn, man, he's one of my favorite actors over the years. Just by watching movies with him in it, like Wedding Crashers, um, man, it's just so many. There's a few movies I can't think of right now, but this one by far has to be my favorite sports movie that he's been in. Uh, just a crazy, he starts off owning a gym, calling it Average Joe's, uh, lets it go to shit basically, and then what I mean, they're foreclosing on it. Ben Stiller is gonna be the guy from Globo Gym, and yeah, it's just one of my favorite movies. So many good actors in there, um, and an interesting storyline. But yeah, my second pick for one of my top favorite sports movies, Dodgeball. If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a fucking ball. All right. All right. My next favorite is Major League. Man, I barely saw this movie. Maybe for the first time I saw it, maybe I want to say 6 years ago, 5, 6 years ago. I believe I was like 24, 23, 24 when I first saw it. And again, banger. Like Charlie Sheen, just great. It's a great movie. Like, I loved watching it. It's, you know, comedy and just one of my top favorites. Um, yeah. So my next one that I gotta pick would be Ready to Rumble. Obviously, I had to do a little genre picking. I had my basketball, the football, the hockey and whatnot. And this movie, one of my favorite movies about wrestling, because you got to see WCW wrestlers. I saw a bunch of WWE, or at the time WWF, but Ready to Rumble was just a classic. You have David Arquette, uh, Diamond Dallas Page, all these wrestlers in it. It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, you got to check it out. All right, for my next one, I'm going to say Any Given Sunday. Solid movie right here. Al Pacino, LL Cool J, Jamie Foxx. I think who else? So many other people in it. Great movie, man. Great freaking movie. Jamie Foxx. Is there anything he can do? This is early in his acting career. but teaming up with Al Pacino, LL Cool J, just crazy, man. Great movie, great football movie. You learn about toughness of actual football players. You know what I mean? They hit a lot of points on there. So I had to put this in there. Very hard, but to choose. But you know what I mean? This is the one I had to go to. All right, since we're still on the football category, I'm gonna go Waterboy. Waterboy. Waterboy is just hilarious. I could watch Waterboy. You know, I can watch it time after time after time. Like, you know, just a great funny movie. Adam Sandler is just hilarious. Great movie, great movie. A lot of people say it's a stoner movie, but I'm not sure that is. I think anybody could watch it. It's hilarious. So, Waterboy, definite pick. Now, this one right here, I've asked some of my friends close to me if they've ever seen this movie, and none of them have seen it. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Rookie of the Year, great movie. You know, about a kid who can strike out anybody. He has, you know, a great strong arm for being, I think he's like in 7th grade, 5th, 6th, or 7th grade, I'm not sure. Great movie, a lot of stars, very classic, man. I'm glad I got to watch this. I found out about it when I was flipping the channels one time. Saw it on, I think it was like the country music channel, but man, I fell in love with it. So my next pick, Rookie of the Year, Playa. And my next one, I shouldn't even have to tell you the name of this movie. You should know this movie. You're killing me, Smalls, if you don't. But The Sandlot, A1. Like, if you didn't watch this movie in your childhood, what did you do? Like, legit, what did you watch in your childhood? You know what I mean? This has to be one movie that you should have watched growing up. I know I did. You know, and I watched it at a family member's house, and I'm glad they had it. Story, just the greatest sports story about a kids playing stickball. That's it. Basically it. Sandlot, grade A movie. Let's go. All right, and then one of my all-time favorites, Happy Gilmore. I love freaking Happy Gilmore, man. I just can't think if anybody hasn't seen it out there, or if someone says they don't like Happy Gilmore. Like, how do you not like Happy Gilmore? You know what I mean? Like, Happy Gilmore has everything that you need in a comedy. You know what I mean? It has stupidity. It has realization. You know what I mean? And it has hopes. You know, because you want this guy who wants to be a hockey player, can't make the team. You know what I mean? His grandma loses her house. He has to earn money by playing golf. You know what I mean? Which he's never done. He has a coach, you know, in Chubbs, if you don't know the story. You know what I mean? So, great movie, Happy Gilmore. I think this is my number 2 right here, favorite movie. Let's go. And one of my favorite movies and series is The Mighty Ducks. Just, man, I remember having the cassette, the VHS player, and always having this tape in there. You know what I mean? I could watch this movie every day. I think when I was in middle school, I would come home and just pop it in the cassette player and watch it. You know what I mean? Just a great movie. Coach Bombay, Goldberg. Oh, I didn't even put Goldberg on. Oh, there, you can see him on the side right there on the left. But, man, just a great inspirational movie right there. with the Mighty Ducks. Alright, guys, so that's my top 10 favorite movies to watch. Sports movies, sports fictional movies. So, most likely I'll be putting more on there, but thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. This is your boy, Slick Rick, with a not so slick opinion. Deuces.